Right. So this is a good one. China's deadly bubble face disaster. So apparently China is having issues with plastic surgery, much like America. So it's really bad in China. Like it's pretty terrible. It's really bad. But let's dig into it.
And I always looked like this. I mean, you too can look just like this. Now imagine this. Hey. Oh, what? You're talking to me? What do you mean? I always looked like this. I mean, you too can look just like this. Now imagine this. A new beauty injection comes out that promises you'll look 10 times younger. Completely safe, no risks, nothing. At first, everybody believed it because for an entire year, everybody came out looking like they just reversed aging.
Whoa.
Except just right after a year, one day, every single person that got the injection, their face started imploding on itself.
Ew.
Mighty God.
Oh, that's nasty. Like I remember the video, but I don't remember it looking this bad. Oh my God. She looked like an egg. They substituted her face with an egg.
She kind of does remind me of the egg in Puss in Boots. The egg guy where Pussy befriend when they went to the orphanage.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a
Yeah,
wall.
Humpty Dumpty, right. Right.
Jeez.
That's awful though. Mighty God.
Yeah, not everything that glitters is gold, people.
I mean, this is the first time
Yo.
I've seen a beauty procedure have a honeymoon phase. We're talking about a beauty injection that worked flawlessly, a formula that instantly made you look younger and lasted for more than a year.
That's
And just
Wow,
one
that's-
random
that's
morning,
Photoshop.
AI.
you wake up
That's
looking
AI.
like a puffer fish. Chinese influencers have been promoting these so-called growth factor injections. And the way they sell it, it sounds like magic. One needle and your face completely fills out. Your cheeks look plump, your chin looks sculpted, and it was pretty much the secret anti-aging formula that people have been chasing for years. Listen, if you were in Shanghai gatekeeping a beauty procedure from everybody, you're getting slimed out by every influencer circle there is and their doctors. And I'm not even exaggerating, the before and after photos look insane. But here's the part that nobody tells you. Give it maybe a year or two, and then suddenly your face just starts moving
It's
around on its
ET.
own. And that's exactly how people
Oh,
end
no,
up.
found that. Watch it.
Gwen,
No, man.
Gwen, you do.
Oh, God, it's an alien.
Gwen.
They are among us. They are among us. Oh, wow. Yeah, man. And I think this stuff doesn't even go away. So even if you do plastic surgery and cut out the cells, they'll just grow back. And I think they get worse.
Hmm.
So the more you cut, is the worse it gets.
Well, what is it called again? I think they gave us the name earlier. Oh, see there. Hold on. Hold on.
Promoting these so-called growth factor injections. And the
Growth
way they sell
factor
it,
injection.
it
Yeah,
sounds like
so,
magic. One needle and your face completely
Growth
fills out.
factor,
Your
that
cheeks look
sounds
plump, your
about
chin
right.
looks
So keep
sculpted, and
growing.
it was pretty much the secret anti-aging formula that people have been chasing for years. Listen, if you were in Shanghai gatekeeping a beauty procedure from everybody, you're getting slimed out by every influencer circle there is and their doctors. And I'm not even exaggerating, the before and after photos
No,
look
that's a
insane.
different
But here's the
person.
part that
That's
nobody
AI.
tells you. Give it maybe a year or two, and then
Even their bone
suddenly
structure
your
is
face
different.
just starts moving around on its own. And that's exactly
Ew.
how people end up with the so-called bubble face effect. And it literally looks like they got stung by 1,000 bees at once, or like something's growing under their skin trying to
Ah.
escape. And the biggest danger is that massive delay time frame that tricks you to thinking everything's okay. But I mean, things can just go south any day. And this isn't just some rare side effect. You're pretty much rolling a dice to see if your face accepts it or rejects it. And most of the time, it don't like you. So what
Ew.
even are growth factors? Well, here's where it gets interesting. They're actually proteins that your body naturally produces, and doctors can use these as creams to either heal wounds or like recover from burns. Keyword, externally on your skin, not internally injected into your face. Because once you start injecting that stuff, it doesn't just fill your face like filler. It tells the cells in your face, hey, start growing and don't stop. So now your face is just constantly being spammed with signals to keep on growing tissue nonstop. And oh my god, imagine that for a second. Your face is literally stuck infinitely producing cells. Like the cells start multiplying uncontrollably and you start getting these lumps, this weird
Oh,
uneven
what is
swelling.
that?
And sometimes it literally looks like something is growing out of your face. It's always been like this. Cosmetic surgery was originally for treating past injuries, and growth factors were used to help wounds heal. Now they're all being used for appearance. Many netizens describe it as feeling pressure, pain, constant swelling, like their face is inflamed 24/7. Speaking of doctors, I'm the worst at booking doctor's appointments, like embarrassingly bad. For me, it was my eyes, because I honestly just kept putting off going to the eye doctor. I low-key started noticing that my eyes were dry all the
Yeah,
time.
kind of
This is
smart
where
it.
today's video sponsor,
you know,
ZocDoc, comes
support
in.
support
ZocDoc is a free
the
website that helps you find and book quality
support the
doctors near
video.
you. All you gotta do is just go on, search for doctors in your area who take your insurance, read through the real patient reviews, see their actual availability, and then you just book it. And you can even book a casual video appointment at home. They also let you search by specialty or even just by symptoms. Anything from eye doctors to dermatologists. Appointments usually happen within 24 to 72 hours, and sometimes you can even score same-day appointments. They've got over 150,000 providers across 200 plus specialties in all 50 states. I chose my doctor based on the reviews and what fit my schedule, and it only took 5 minutes. Like, I definitely need to get some eye drops. Honestly, ZocDoc is for me as well. Thank you so much, ZocDoc, for sponsoring this video and helping us all take better care of our health. And I know it may seem small, but just clicking the link in the description is a huge step towards prioritizing your health. So yeah, taking care of your health just got easier. Head to www.zocdoc.com/Wonny to get started and check off that appointment on your to-do list.
Thanks, Doc.
Now, once it's in your face, you can't just remove it. There's no undo button. There's no easy surgery to take it out, and if you try to remove it too early, it can actually make things worse. Like the remaining growth factor liquid that's in your face gets stimulated and starts growing even faster in random directions. Like imagine just like touching it and then it starts to spread out even more.
ET phone home. ET phone home. I'm sorry, this is pretty serious.
You're clearly not taking it seriously.
No, it's just so it's so shockingly hideous. Wow. And to think these people were influencers, so they literally made money off of their beauty, and now they're trolls online, literally.
I am sorry. I'm not sympathizing with them, but for one entire year, nothing happened. So I am not killing them up because you're not expecting anything to happen after 1 year, and then maybe they got their actual desired result when they did it. So it's not far fetched. I'm just saying, like, you're being a bit, I think, harsh on them. And this is a horrible thing to experience. Their face is literally expanding.
Yeah, they're ruined. They're ruined. Like, until they come up with some kind of solution.
The most they can do is try and
Yeah.
find some form of
A
chemical that disrupts the signal that the growth factors are giving. So something that can stop the brain or stop the cells from growing.
Well, until
Because
then,
this is pretty much cancer, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
In a grand scheme of things, this is also cancer in your face.
but I mean, you're inject. That's why I don't do like injections, plastic surgery, all of that. So I'm saying people are too. They call it now. People are too attached to their appearance. They're too obsessed with their appearance. So they do all sorts of extreme and untested, unverified types of therapies to make themselves look better. And they might think that they might get like a particular response from their audience, but they it's like when they're doing the typical plastic surgery, right? Look at the clavicular, for example. He did his nose the other day, and in his mind he's doing a good thing for himself and for his brand, but when it's done, I mean, he's already done other plastic surgeries already, and I think he hit a peak, but he's so addicted to trying to as in his own words, looks max, that he goes overboard, and now he's starting to look more plastic, more fake, more hideous. He's going down the bell curve now. So like
Sexy Squidward.
yeah, only these people they hit it real hard. There was like a slant and then a sharp downward trend.
As I said, for 1 year, they look like what they wanted to look like.
Well, I hope it was worth it because this is just wow.
Mm.
Yeah, you can't live this one down.
打这种生长因子，你打了以后，你就会发现你的脸跟我一样，这显得这根本没法见的，而且你打了完以后，它就一直长，一直长，然后你去切的话，它还是会一直长的那种程度。所以千万不要去小工作室打这种生长因子。
Yeah, so many doctors
Clinic, sketchy clinic,
And not,
experimental drugs, stuff like that, experimental procedures.
I don't think the clinics are to be blamed, though. It is the actual
No, but
drug.
who legalized that?
I don't know.
Right. It probably isn't legal.
No, it's not.
So untested, unverified stuff like that, and they just inject themselves because they think that they want to make more money, faster money, stuff like that. So they just do whatever experimental procedures, and now them they in a body hole.
You
So,
cannot
you see me?
save.
That no, but that's it. Like, yeah, what you say? You mess around and find out.
I'm going to press the button.
They're finding out right now.
Jeez.
refuse to even treat these cases. They don't want to touch it because it's that unpredictable and it's that risky, not just
you
for
can't
the
even
patient,
touch it.
but for the doctor as well. So most people,
Yeah,
they just
or
end up
touching
stuck
it,
with it,
yeah.
and they're just living with faces that are just constantly changing, growing, and deforming. And even some people end up with these super sharp, unnatural noses and even chins that just keep
crimson
extending
chin.
over time. I mean, that chin really looks like it could slice a fruit in half. I mean, just take a look at this woman here named Miss Liang from Wuhan. She wasn't even someone who was chasing extreme beauty standards. She said she was fine with how she looked, but she just one day thought, why not just improve it a little bit? That's
I'm
it.
talking
Just
about.
one appointment, and her life changed. After
Yeah,
getting the injection,
addiction.
her face didn't just swell up a little bit. It blew up. Like, literally inflated. She described it like her face was turning into a balloon, and she said that she became scared even of her own reflection. She had growth factor, so it spread everywhere. And at the time, she did try to fix it, using surgery multiple times. And each time, the growth came back. It kept regenerating constantly after each and every repair, and doctors could only slow down the process. And this just gets really sad, honestly.
Damn.
我误打生长因子，之前每个人都说我很好看、很漂亮，我被朋友骗去打的。第一次打完挺好看的，就上瘾了。第二次打完
Second
不到一
time
个
I
月
got
就
it
变
in
形
less
了，
than a month.
发
Wow.
红、发胀，而且很麻木，无法接受。
Even to this day, she still posts on Douyin about her weekly repairs and warns people to avoid just even doing anything to your face. Now, you might be wondering, how does something this sketchy blow up on a platform with millions of people? How are the clinics even getting away with this, even though it's an illegal procedure in China?
It is
Well,
illegal.
simple. Rebranding. Because nobody's walking into a clinic like, can I get these illegal growth factor injections that might permanently ruin my face? Instead, they just slap a new label on it and they call it like youth serums, growth peptides, or like face activation. I mean, these clinics know that growth factor injections are illegal for cosmetic use. So they just sell the same thing under a different name. Instead of growth factor injection, it's baby face packages. Because
Whoa.
everybody and their mother is obsessed with the baby face aesthetic. They'll post these aesthetic clinic visits where there's like soft lighting and then just some girl laying down getting injected. And the caption is always like, finally achieving my dream baby face. But there's one renowned influencer who massively blew up this year, and she got what I would say is the worst possible outcome from all of this. We're talking about a Douyin influencer known as Peach Blossom Baby. She basically became the living embodiment of what happens when you just
Literally a
go
dolly.
overboard with chasing perfection. She started young at 17, and before that, she's always had this intense awareness of how she looked and her appearance. She was tall, like around 1.8 meters in middle school, which really made her stand out. And she hated being tall. She constantly felt watched and judged, which made her just obsess over her appearance, to the point where school didn't even really matter anymore. And you know what she did? she lied to her parents. She told them she needed 200,000 RMB, which is around $30,000, to start a business with a friend. She said if it worked, she'd double it, triple it, and her parents believed her. They gave her all their savings, like all of it. And what did she first do? She went straight to get plastic surgery. I mean, if I ever thought of doing something like that as a kid, I would just be instantly banished to the Shaolin temples to train as a monk for the rest of my life. Now, that was just the beginning, because over the next 8 years, she got procedures. Like procedures. Over 1,000 procedures, 400 injections, and 200 of which were growth factor injections just for her forehead. And the goal? Become an internet celebrity, escape the 9-to-5 normal, normie jobs. Jobs aren't for people who've had plastic surgery. So she created her persona, Peach Blossom Baby. Now this is where everything collapses, because all of those growth factor injections, they didn't just sit there nicely. Her forehead started swelling, and not like, oh, just a little bump. It started protruding outward, like a hammerhead shark. But
Whoa! Whoa there.
Her forehead started swelling, and not like, oh, just a little bump.
No,
It started protruding outward, like a hammer.
What is that?
A hammerhead shark.
Wow!
You know, you're frightened me. I want to go.
Yo, this could be a Halloween mask, yo, like a literal jump scare character in a what I'm host the name?
The haunted house.
Yeah, the haunted house.
You're too awful.
You know, she can still make money out of this.
You're awful.
She can still make some money out of this. You know, there's hope. There's hope for some of them.
Head shark, but luckily it deflated. Okay, it calmed down. It deflated. And it left a massive dent.
Oh my
Her entire
God.
face became swollen, unstable, and she noticed that when she pressed on her forehead, it would literally sink in. Like, it wasn't hard anymore. It didn't just stop there, because her facial nerves compressed so badly that she now has permanent, uncontrollable twitching. And you can see in all her videos, it has a mind of its own. Her face also became misaligned, and she even lost a part of her sense of smell, and she genuinely fears that one day she might even go blind.
6月1号，我从长沙坐飞机来的泰国。我在2020年的时候，额头因为注射过多量的玻尿酸，导致玻尿酸中毒，导致玻尿酸感染，额头大面积的溃烂。当时额头感染了以后，化脓，里面都进行烂了，而且里面都产生积液了。后期进行开刀进行取出，住院了7天。给大家看一下之前的样子，我真的很后悔，真的很后悔。大家以我为戒，千万不要再往脸上打一些什么玻尿酸、童颜针、胶原蛋白等一系列的填充物品，后期真的会很麻烦。你们知道，人体面积感染超过15%，真的就是无力回天了，华佗再试都治不好了。我现在真的很担心，我头又晕，我而且还发烧，还恶心。
And it's not like she didn't try to fix it. She went to hundreds of surgeons all over China, begging for help. And every single one of them refused because the damage was just way too severe. It was too risky, too complex. So she's just now stuck with the face for the rest of her life. Now, despite everything, she didn't just disappear from social media. She actually leaned into it even more. Today, she continues posting as an influencer, like talking about her condition, showing the effects, and just vlogging her daily life. And in many of her videos, she does warn people about plastic surgery and even uses herself as an example. Except she says that she'd still rather die than stop. So, Peach, once again, we're giving mixed signals. Of course, netizens were shocked. Her entire story and her face went viral, and she even became like the prime example.
This is why you can't feel sorry for them. They're addicted to it. It's like a drug addict.
But what is so great about
they'll take it until it kills them.
What is so great about cutting up your face? That's what I'm trying to get.
It's because
I mean, I know
they correlate like that dolly look with more attention. I think it's the algorithm. I think that there's somebody that did a video on it saying the algorithm recognizes a particular look, and it seeks out people with that particular look and pushes their content more.
For like the Chinese media?
for all media.
Oh.
That's why you see a lot of even influencers in the Western Western world. They tend to look alike.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. It's an addiction, and like clavicular is just a few steps away from being just like this. Like you get to watch it live through clavicular. So yeah, it's a terrible thing that's happening, and the thing is, there's a lot of young people doing it. Like if you're
Yes,
young, you don't
exactly.
need plastic
That's the
surgery.
next part, because it's like you're gonna grow out of half of your face anyways. Like very few people look the same and maintain the same face. You're gonna get fatter, slimmer, whatever the case is. So like give yourself some time to actually age. Because once upon a time plastic surgery was for older people. People who did not have a certain level of youth and needed to reclaim it by drawing up some neck skin or adjusting a little cheekbone or whatever.
Yeah, it was literally just pulling back and cutting off skin.
Yeah.
Now they're injecting things into their bodies on top of cutting. So they're cutting out some and injecting in the rest.
Listen, the biggest one for me was when I was a teenager, and there was a rumor going around about Beyonce taking out two of her lower ribs so she could have an hourglass shape. That one, I don't know if it is true or not, but that one floored me, and that told me something is wrong with the world, because your lower rib, just so you can have an hourglass shape.
Yeah, these people are crazy.
I don't
And
know.
it's even more insane the amount of money they're getting to do this. Like people will pay to watch you fall. Like that's literally it. Like the more extreme things they do, is the more money they make off social media. Like it's actually insane, and because they're making more money off of it,
they
they keep going. It's like a
cycle.
yeah, more like a death spiral.
Mm.
So you know.
Of the bubble face look. Many netizens even crowned her as a pioneer for paving the wave of that bubble face effect. So after hearing all the dangers about these growth factor injections, you'd probably think it just gets shut down immediately, right? Like illegal injections, people getting completely disfigured. Surely the government stepped in and ended it, right?
Surely.
And yeah, they actually did. The Chinese National Medical Products Administration straight up just said growth factor injections for cosmetic use are completely banned. And on top of that, national media also started exposing these clinics, and doctors came out publicly warning people, and there was like a huge push to stop this trend from spreading. Nice. I wish it was that easy. Even after the ban, these procedures are still happening, but they're just happening underground. And it's not really underground. They're literally just hiding it in plain sight. These clinics don't just disappear. They adapt, they rename everything, and they tweak the marketing just enough so it doesn't sound illegal anymore. They have access to growth factor for general use, which means they have access to growth factor injections for illegal use. And people, without doing their research, still fall for it. I mean, you guys, if they can't show proper certification, licensing, or actual medical documentation, you just gotta dip. Remember, a lot of these influencers who are promoting it, they're getting paid. And whatever happens to you is not their responsibility. You know what? I'll tell you what, guys. If you ever think of getting something done to your face, just don't do it. Unless you're looking like me.
That is the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
You ever feel old?
Oh god, that's insane. I love that part.
And his neck is so oh, that's ridiculous.
I think that's the same filter Parker the Slayer uses in his YouTube videos.
Oh yeah.
Give you that cartoon looking face.
Yeah, that's so true. I forgot about that.
But anyways, guys, say no to drugs. Like it's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you're chopped, you're chopped already. So just accept your fate and move on with life. There are ugly influencers.
Yes.
And if you already look good, like don't do anything different. Like just work out and eat healthy, and that is it.
Yeah, the eat healthy part. The eat healthy part. That is another factor that people are not doing. Anyways.
Yeah, well, that's all we got for the video. It was a quick one. So
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
yeah, bye.
Today was a long day.